Um, I haven't watched any Michael Warren yet.
I like Michael Warren. He's one of the more underrated guys in the class. Put some of him on.
Someone asked about Trotman.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah, I don't really want to watch a tight end though. It's not that fun. You want to watch this dude, Michael Warren?
Yeah.
You watch any Warren, Ray? No.
Not outside of the game film, like just watching Cincinnati play, and that was few and far between. So no.
Yeah.
I watched more on him a lot in the offseason, but I haven't seen as many of his games this year. There we go. He's number 3. That was a good blitz pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, those guy got massacred.
I actually like their quarterback Ritter.
Yeah. Oh, he got out of that. Hold on. I thought he was
Mr.
dead
Ohio
right
right here.
Okay. Hold on. Play that one in real time again. How did he get out of this?
That D tackle is
That was
kind
a
of
good
falling.
run. That was a good run.
Yeah.
So really nice run.
It's a run for Warren, and he gets to the outside. Warren down the sideline.
Okay.
Okay.
He reminds me of him and Zach Moss have very, very similar skill sets.
Yes, yes. I was just about to say he reminds me of a slightly more agile Zach Moss.
And that's the thing. He's like the off-brand version that you can get like a round later.
Sees grass and just hits it. He actually shows some good speed here.
He really does.
Anybody got his stats? Do either of y'all have his stats pulled up? What he did this season?
I thought he had like 1,400 yards. Like he had a good season. Let me look. I'll pull him up right now.
And I need to dive into how many games y'all got of Michael Warren on the film room, man? I need to
At least 4.
4.
4.
okay.
Yep.
And I'm sure What's on Draft has some.
Field to the outside and get the edge. Poor job by Memphis setting the edge out there.
You guys have any in yours?
Full disclosure, we are going to be using the Nerds film room. I'm just letting you know. It's just unmatched. We don't really have.
We got a
We
good
don't really
team
have
working on them.
So this is a great tool.
All right. So in his junior year, so I guess he declared early. I didn't realize that. He's only a junior. He had 261 attempts, 1,265 yards, 14 TDs, and then 21 receptions for 153 yards and another 2 touchdowns.
I like it.
So
I like
pretty
it
good
a lot.
production. Not a super impressive yards per carry.
Just
But
gets what he can here.
and yeah, and as a sophomore, he put up 1,329 yards and 19 TDs. So
As a sophomore?
as a sophomore. Yep. Another 25 catches, 232 yards and a touchdown. So, and if I remember correctly, they actually have a couple other good running backs as well. So he's not the only one there. I think they got a pretty stout backfield. All right, sorry, I'll start paying attention to the film more. I was looking at these stats.
It's all right.
Described it as a nightmare scenario when Wisconsin rescinded. As he hands to Warren.
All right, slips a tackle
Strong.
and falls forward.
As he hands to Warren.
That's all you can ask for out of that.
Man, he delivers on that guy.
I think he's like 220. He's a pretty big boy.
As he hands to Warren.
Yeah, Sports Reference has him listed at 5'11", 222.
Bryant loads up. Official to see while we're at it. Warren.
Nothing doing there.
At it.
No.
Warren. Dragged down behind the line anyway.
Wildcat.
And Warren.
Yep. Ooh, that did not go well. Oh, jeez.
Signaling plays in injured today. Quick throw. Once all year.
The quarterback ain't bad, actually. Ritter.
No, he's not. He's pretty young, too, isn't
Yeah. He's a sophomore.
Memphis's run defense.
he? Run that one back again.
Just nothing.
There's just nothing there. He read it right.
Memphis's run defense had
When the offensive lineman is laying on his back, that doesn't bode well for the rushers.
Man, their O-line
It
is
does
getting
not.
pushed back there. Right guard, dude. There's a center.
Ooh,
Nice run.
nice quick little cut there. Ooh, all right.
I mean, that was He cuts right here.
Yep.
Good little cut here, and then he's able to get back into the hole.
Finds the hole, breaks 2 tackles, and basically a third there that ends up finishing him off.
Once he hits
Little cut.
that hole inside, he runs through a lot of arm tackle.
Out of Toledo Central Catholic.
Oh, he's from Toledo Central Catholic? Okay.
Coming from the edge. He gets
That last play, run that one back
studs.
real quick. Sorry. Play before, actually.
Yeah.
This is where you see some of his deficiency.
Yep.
There's just not quite enough juice there to be able to get that edge like other guys would have.
I was gonna say that you don't want him running east and west.
Yeah.
Not like that. Not strung out like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Here in Cincinnati.
I mean, come on, man.
Selleck records.
Dude.
Selleck
You got to get a...
record.
I'm gonna look on. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna look on Football Outsiders. I want to see where their O-line right because they look bad. in this
The
game.
pulling guard got smashed right into him. I can't even fault him on it. Good play. Good play.
Yeah, that was a nice cut. Boom.
Look at that.
For a big guy, he's got quick feet.
He's got really quick feet. This is a great play.
I haven't graded this guy out yet. He'll get drafted.
I heard a comp for him the other day. It was a really good one. I forgot. I'm trying to think of what it was.
Following the quarterback, Brian, who gave a little bit more than a token block. No catches against Temple in the last game.
That's interesting. Football Outsiders because they do not look good in this game, and maybe it's just Memphis's D-line is really, really good. I don't know. I haven't watched enough games from this season, but they're rated as the 33rd best in line yards. So they do not look like it in this game. No.
Nah. Nice run.
Yeah, and Memphis is a good team. ACC championship game, AAC championship game, probably playing hard. So
Yeah.
Man, he delivers though when he's running.
He really does. That's what I'm saying, man. He's a Zach Moss you can get around cheaper, or at least at this point you can. We'll see what happens when draft capital and all that comes into play.
5'11", 220. I love that.
Yeah.
That size profile.
That BMI.
Oh gosh.
Blitz pickup.
Yeah.
I would have liked to seen him deliver a little bit more of a punch. He kind of waited a little bit on it, but it wasn't bad. Did his assignment. That's the thing. I haven't seen many plays other than getting hit in the backfield where he doesn't fall forward.
Yeah. Sees the holes closed up here. Good job bouncing and getting 4 or 5. All right. He noticed the blitzer coming up from up top.
As a quarterback, you appreciate that, huh, Jay?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a pretty 3-yard run.
Yeah.
So you can have dominant guys down the road.
Wow.
Dude,
that
like
was
did an unintentional spin in there.
Spin. Look at him.
I love that leg drive. He didn't get any more out of it, but look at those legs out on contact. Dude is still.
1 year of high school football.
Ooh.
Cincinnati back on the ball.
Oh, good blocking.
Oh.
Oh, he got through that. Hey,
I've seen him make best play I've seen him make this game.
hey, look at that, man. Where was that hole?
Good patience.
He waited for it to open.
Yeah.
78 picked it up and he read it and hit it.
Oh man,
Oh,
I want
this
to see
is
the end
nice.
zone view of that.
That's a run right there.
Oh, and that little cut there, he picked up an extra 25, 30 yards because of that little cut. Oh, here we go. He did. You're right. He kind of slowed up, slow played it in that hole,
Slow
got
played it.
skinny.
Waited for 78. Ooh.
There's enough juice there, though. Like when he gets north and south, there's enough juice. He's not gonna beat anybody to the outside because that's just not his game. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him run like mid 4.5s, which is fine at running back. Mid to low 4.5s in the 40, I would guess.
Good pad level here.
Real good pad level.
You know who his running style sort of reminds me of? Running style. Don't please. Reminds me of when Kareem Hunt was coming out of Toledo a little bit.
I could see that.
More of the aggressive. Yeah, a little more punishing. Ooh, that wasn't good.
This is his third pick of the year.
He's a player.
It's not where you want him going.
No.
He's a player.
But like Kareem Hunt, you didn't want him doing that either. You wanted him north and south and using that power.
Yep.
A little bit of help for your quarterback.
Yeah, I'm glad we're watching this. I need to move him back up again because I had him high. I had him higher than most in the offseason, and I just didn't watch him enough. That was a real good pickup. Yeah, he'll be moving up my list.
Got him Price. He really did. It's a great pickup.
Yeah, and then I just kind of forgot about it. Like, that's the hard part is we have so many of these guys that we like, and then you know, you just kind of start forgetting about them and move on to other players that you're excited about. And I remember why I liked this kid. I need to get back on the train. UCLA game was pretty good.
Yeah, go to the UCLA game. I remember that one because that was like one of the first games.
I think that was, yeah.
Like it was like a Thursday game. It was like one of the first games of the season.
Let's see what he does here tonight.
We got Pat McAfee on the game. You guys can't hear it, but I can hear it.
I was say I have no idea what's going on. I can't see the chat either. Are you the only one?
You have to get on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
You have to actually like you're watching the
People
stream.
are probably saying all kinds of mean. People are probably saying all kinds of mean things. I don't even know. Ignorance is bliss.
Nah, we only have like 3 people watching right now. I figured on a Saturday we wouldn't have that many.
Oh yeah, everybody's out living it up.
Yeah.
So after the sudden change, it's Desmond Ritter.
I was bored.
Holding on to it.
It counts the same. It's a
Yeah, I ain't
turnover.
got
it's
much going
actually
on right now
sometimes
either.
worse than an interception because of
Ooh,
where
it's
the
8 o'clock
defense
though. I
gets
might
the
have to
ball.
get off here soon. This will definitely be my last one.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good run. Run that one back.
This is like kind of the same thing he did on that big play last game against Memphis. Stutter step, hits it.
Oh,
Waits.
I like this kid, man.
Where the defense gets the ball.
Honestly, if I missed out on one of the top, 5 guys, I might just wait and get this guy and not reach for a Moss or a, never AJ Dillon. Definitely Moss.
Team never AJ Dillon. There's only like 3 or 4 people that I know that like really like AJ Dillon. Everybody else is woke.
Kane.
Kane's one of them. Yeah, we were on with Draft Genius last night, and he had AJ Dillon at 7, and I was like, you have him at 7, and then he had Vaughn at 9. I was like, bro, you're just trying to hurt my feelings, is what you're trying to do. Put AJ Dillon ahead of Keyshawn. Come on.
Toss it out. Josiah DeGuara. Touchdown.
It's also the offensive line's best friend.
Zone.
Go to Jared Dokes.
This isn't. That's not Warren.
Kind of a touchdown, check down, cannot turn the ball over situation.
Damn film team.
We'll keep it safe with a run with Warren.
Had to be Garrett.
It was probably me. When in doubt.
Safe with a run.
Check down, cannot turn the ball over situation.
Not much going here.
But safe with a run.
Got what he could.
95 read that.
Penetration by
95 made a good play on that.
It's a
Great job
field
of containing.
position New Hampshire moment right there.
Good fake.
And they get a yard.
Cool, man.
Make those sideline adjustments.
Well, shoving after the play.
Team football.
Michael Warren once again.
He's quick.
UCLA
Run this one back. I think he slipped up here.
Warren once again.
Yeah, you should have just hit it.
Team football.
All right, so 83 was pulling for him there. Yeah, it looked like, I don't know, there's not much there. I might be getting nitpicky, but it looked like 83 sealed it. So
he could have hit it right here.
Could have, if he would have been aggressive. Yeah, there was a little bit of a seam there. But I'm almost saying.
They did that. They did that the first quarter. Once again,
Yeah.
you got tight man coverage all across the board. Great opportunity to take a shot.
Little read with Warren. UCLA comes in.
Bro, there's 4 dudes in the backfield.
Yeah, nothing.
Man,
Looks like Florida
they
State.
sniffed that play out. They had the right play call there on
Yeah, they did.
on there.
Great opportunity to take a shot.
Little read with Warren. UCLA
Man.
comes in once again with a. That might be the game.
I don't
that
know about
decides
these
the
offensive
division
line
this
grades because
Well,
these
there
guys
you
do
see
not
it.
look
Power
good.
6 team, Adam.
Desmond Ritter on
Good
the
pull.
keep to the 39.
Range, like you can't take sacks inside the 30.
This is the cusp of Prose's range based on what he did at Western Illinois. Warren.
Inside the 30.
This is the cusp of Prose.
I remember, if I remember correctly, I think he shows off some of his receiving chops in this game,
Warren, maybe a yard.
which we didn't get to see too much of in the other game we
Today I
watched.
might just try football.
Got sticky Mets too, even though he's a good.
Ritter looking downfield and smartly gets.
That's the kind of thing that can matter in the
Oh,
fourth
maybe
quarter.
I'm
Your
wrong.
defense wears
I don't
down.
remember.
It's a fourth quarter game a
Oh,
year
there we
ago.
go. Look at that.
Cincinnati
Right on
won.
cue.
I mean, nothing special, but I like seeing the fact that he can turn around like that and
Yeah, that
Catch
was a
it
good
with-
adjustment on the ball.
Yeah,
A year ago,
make a hand
Cincinnati
catch.
won that fourth quarter as
Yep.
Warren made.
look natural doing it.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was
Blitz
fighting it.
coming from the Bruins. Got
Oh,
Ritter.
good blitz pickup.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good blocker. He's good in
Blitz
pass
coming
pro.
from the Bruins. Got rid of it quick to Ja'Shawn Jackson right near the sticks. And set. Bruins load the line.
Nailed it.
Damn, nothing. He
Hasselbeck
got
with
it.
the
Oh, he got through, though.
Nailed it.
Look at this. Watch him pop out on the bottom here.
Proper call as
Whoop.
Warren
First down.
indeed pushes the pile for a first down. Rush set it downs here from the 39. Ritter pumps.
Pass pro again.
rolls.
I mean, he looked ugly, but
39.
He's
Ritter
effective.
pumps.
I don't know. You tell me, Garrett. You're
39.
That was
Ritter pumps.
what happened was he overextended there. He really read him going to the outside, and he really
Downs here.
he overextended because for the most part you want to keep your legs right about the same width as your shoulders. You don't want to be much past that.
that was a
And
D end. That was a
he-
good job against the D end. Like
Yeah, he did. He got the job done. I wouldn't teach it that way, but he got the job done.
Four-man rush for
I like those.
UCLA.
He tried, right? He didn't shy away from it. He stuck his nose in there. You could teach some of that.
Ritter after
Exactly.
5 of them
Exactly.
last year.
But for the most part, it looks like he actually does have pretty good technique on his blocking. It was just that one wasn't the prettiest, but he got the job done.
Warren. Nice
Okay,
pursuit
he's
from the
got something
backside
here,
by
right?
Josh Woods.
Made it happen. Dragged down from behind, but made it happen.
One of the most
Yeah.
encouraging guys really helped him get through that injury.
Ritter. UCLA just bringing 3 on the cross.
hit your
Now Cincinnati
running
has to
back
take
there.
advantage of the great start.
Ritter dumps it off for Elise with
Up a first down at the 10.
He's a physical player, man. He's not afraid to hit, and I like that.
Yeah.
Ritter stepping up and taking off.
Chip Kelly's
Desmond
coaching
Ritter's got the first
UCLA,
down.
isn't he?
First and
Yeah.
goal, Cincinnati.
20.
Oh man, remember when he was the stuff?
Oh my.
To the goal.
Oh wow.
The turnover.
See ya.
It's a nasty catch. I mean, a linebacker diving around.
Damn.
The turnover.
Ooh, dragon.
Nasty catch. I mean, a linebacker diving around.
The
Dragging
turnover.
like 8
It's
yards.
a nasty catch. I mean, a linebacker diving around, dropping back in coverage, doing a flip.
On second down, it's Warren again.
Mm.
Good job on
He
Doing
needed
too
too
much
much
there.
there. He just needed to get the
On
yards.
second down, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, if he sticks with it, he's got the first down.
Yep.
on second down, it's Warren again. Good job on the interior.
That's the first
by
time I've seen him
UCLA.
really
This
like
guy's got all 22 players
dance too
within
much.
5 yards of each other.
And that's the thing. That's not his
Warren
game.
just
Nah.
does enough and
That's his
gets a
game.
second.
Yep.
Within 5
That's what he
yards of
needed to do
each
the
other.
first time. His running back coach probably chewed him out real
One
quick.
cut guy. Hit it.
Down in
And he's able to make a guy miss if he has to in the open field.
Yeah.
high snap. Warren has
He's not
the
going to run
handoff.
away from anybody.
Good cut. Another
He
good
does
second
remind me of Zach Moss, though.
personality on the team.
There's a lot of similarities in
Right
the
now he's
game,
got
isn't
the
there?
biggest workload. And he's got a big hole. And he's
Ooh,
got a touchdown.
there you go. Oh, he ran into his own man. He said,
I like
nobody's
it. He's got
stopping
some
me.
dog in him.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Right now he's got the biggest workload. And he's got
Off
a big
tackle.
hole. And he's got
Hits
a
that
touchdown.
edge. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Just hits
Great start to the
right
second
off
half for
the left butt cheek is
What's up,
what
Dennis?
you're
Top 10
taught.
shifts Alabama
I love
in action
that.
against Duke, the number 2 team, Crimson Tide. Both Clemson and Alabama
They say that, they write it on their call sheet, and they forget about it in the third quarter.
Here is Warren. The job off.
Forget about it in the third quarter.
Trap. Yeah, got two pulling it. Guard and tight end, it looked like. Pulling. And that was just bad news from the start.
The edge by Josh Woods.
Shots fired at corner hands.
UCLA bringing pressure.
Sidearm throw.
Yeah, a little sling to the out.
Puts those guys on an island, and they step up to the challenge.
Here's Warren.
Hit it.
Running straight. Here's Warren.
Nice. I'm sure you're familiar with Michael Warren, Dennis.
Desmond Ritter dumps it off. Michael Warren needs the 15-yard line and has
nice
it.
little move.
Has the touchdown. Bearcat yard line.
I like it. Running backs that can catch the ball, pass, block, run with power, pick up first downs. I like them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Solid player.
He's severely underrated, I think. I need to move him up my ranks for sure. Like right now, if you told me, granted draft capital will mean a lot, but if you told me you get Eno Benjamin or you get Michael Warren, I might want Michael Warren.
I don't have him ranked really yet, Dennis. Yeah, it looks natural here catching the ball. And then the little move to read this block here. Like he kind of teases him inside and then he cuts back out.
Yep. That was nice.
I got him ninth. That's probably
having an encouraging coach is big sometimes, especially for a young player.
8.
Yeah.
And now Desmond Ritter for
this program.
They call him Mr.
I just
Ohio.
haven't.
Yeah, I know for sure wherever I have him.
In the state of Cincinnati, and they'll do that with Michael Warren, who keeps Mr. Ohio. He wants to build something special here in the state of Cincinnati, and they'll do that with Michael Warren, who keeps plugging away.
Recruiting, Adam. It's all about recruiting.
Garrett said he's always falling forward, man.
Yeah.
That is probably and killing it at the US.
They should make an exception. She's such an amazing player.
Helmet comes off right here.
She should be like you feel like he could have had on this game.
This time Ritter keeps it. Slips a tackle, takes a shot. Out on the perimeter from 4th down and 3. Pressure from the Bruins. They dump it out to Warren.
He's got good hands.
With a penalty marker
really does.
Yeah, if he would have kept his feet, I was going to lose my shit.
From 4th down and 3.
On a 4th down play.
Good hands, though. Look, plucks it.
And he gets chopped down with
away from the body.
It's natural. It doesn't look like it, you know what I mean? It looks like he's a natural catcher with a football.
Pressure from the Bruins.
Yep.
They dump it out to Warren. And he gets chopped down with a penalty marker thrown. He was
almost made that play.
That's Bruin
on
tough. Bruin crime right there.
I played quarterback in the NFL a couple times. Nip it, Knight's coming alive. Do you hear that, Adam?
That's the classic.
Salt the game away. Salt the game away.
That was almost dropped on the exchange between. Keep it on the ground with Warren. UCLA gets the stop. The ball is out.
Shit.
It's scooped up by Chris Barnes. And
he fumbled.
is not done yet.
That's bad. That late in the game, even if you're not picking up yardage. Two hands on the football.
Keep it on the ground with Warren. UCLA
that was the play, but so he fumbled the very next play after he was going around looking hurt.
Yeah.
And UCLA is not done yet.
I think they're calling him down.
Warren's back in the game dealing with
still
that
though,
ankle
you want to see, yeah, it looks like it
down.
because 14-24 still.
Yeah, they called it back. Must have been down. Well, that's a wrap, folks. What's your little man's name?
Rylan.
What's up, Rylan?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, bud?
Say, hey, nerds.
Hi, nerds.
What's up? You get your lift on yet today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That a boy? You gonna hit?
Man, this is awesome, man. This is always fun to jump on here. And y'all, I'm not even joking. The film room that y'all have, we use it all the time. And
oh, you should. I'm glad you do. Like,
legitimately, I still pay for my nerd herd, and I think I want to do this as well. And I'll be right on Dynasty Nerds using the film.
Yeah, man, you're welcome to come on anytime. I'm glad you're able to hop on again, even though it's like last minute.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in, bro.
Yep. So what final thoughts on Michael Warren? What'd you guys think?
For me, I'm trying to think of, I have a pretty clear top 6 for me right now. So, we got Swift, Din Dobbins, Jonathan Taylor, Vaughn, Akers, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. After that, that's probably been the most impressive, film I've seen out of running backs so far. He's been a letdown. I want to like him more. I like some of his stuff from his sophomore season, but he's been a little bit of a letdown. And there's been nobody else that's really like jumped off the page to me so far. So he might find himself all the way up. He's definitely easily in the top 10, but he might find himself all the way up to 7 or 8.
Yeah. What about you, Ray?
Yeah, I got him 9th in my ranks right now. And like Garrett said, I know that I talked about him before the season, but during the season, I was just, I don't know, lost in the shuffle, didn't really pay much attention.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what I've seen. And I think I know I've got Vaughn 6th for me. So I wouldn't put him above Vaughn, but I need to really look at Zach Moss and whoever I have 8th and see if Warren needs to go ahead of those guys. He can catch the ball, pass block, powerful. He's got good feet. He doesn't have, LaShawn McCoy type quickness, but his feet are good enough. I like what we looked at today from the 3 games that we kind of looked at.
Yeah, I agree. He can pass block, catch the ball. He's natural at that. He's powerful.
And his size, man, and even his production.
Yeah.
I mean, back-to-back seasons, over 1,200 rushing yards, 20 receptions in both seasons.
Mm-hmm.
That's if he was playing somewhere other than Cincinnati, what would we be saying then for a 5'11", 220-pound running back?
Yeah.
I think the combine will be big for him, as it will for a lot of these guys. But if he can run in the mid 4 or 5s or so, I think he'll jump on people's radars. And a lot of times for me, we mentioned on the Nerds Pod this past week, I don't usually move guys up a ton because of the combine. However, it is an eliminator for me. So if somebody looks real bad on there, then that's enough for me to take them out or move them down. But I usually don't bump guys up a lot, but he could get a small bump from the combine for me.
Yeah. See, he's a guy that he probably isn't going to do well at the combine, so.
Probably not.
But I
think even if he runs a 4, let's just say he drops to 4.65. I'm okay with that. I mean, his game isn't, Travis Etienne type. That's not his game.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it's a 4.6, I still think that'd be a good time for him. He's not going to get. He's one of those guys. Garrett said it best. You're not going to have to draft him in the 2nd round, but if you're sitting in round 3, go ahead and let your league mate who doesn't know his name, but they've recognized A.J. Dillon, let them take A.J. Dillon.
Exactly.
Legitimately, because he's got the name cachet, right?
Yes.
Let them take A.J. Dillon, and then you take Michael Warren the back of the 3rd, the beginning of the 4th, and I think you got a better player on your hands.
I agree. He's probably going to get drafted 3rd day. He's going to come in backing up somebody, but if the person in front of him goes down, like I have no hesitation that he would be able to come in and produce in the next level, and like those are the kind of guys you want to get in the 3rd round. I'm always a fan of taking running backs in the 3rd round, just for that reason.